Jake.
Hi, Kim.
What you doing?
I'm gonna take a little nap. I was up early working in the garden and around the house, so I'm just gonna doze off for a little while.
Oh, well, I'm gonna bake a pie. I'll see you later.
See you later. All the noise. Get a little rest around here. A little rest, a little quiet, maybe. That's got it.
Get your glass.
Get your glass. Get your glass. Get your glass. Get your glass. Get your glass. Get your glass. Get your glass. Get your glass. No, he didn't.
I got your glass.
No.
Get your glass. I'm gonna go high. Get your glass.
Midas, come back here. Midas. Oh. Hi, Jake.
Hi, Plus.
Jake, why were you wearing earmuffs?
I was trying to take a nap, Plus, and the earmuffs were helping me keep the noise out.
Good idea.
Yeah.
You sure wouldn't want to disturb you when you were trying to take a nap.
Well, I'm glad you wouldn't want to disturb me. That's real thoughtful of you.
Never, never, never in a million years.
So, since you're not going to disturb me, I think I'm going to have to get my helmet and chest protector so I can continue to nap.
Your what?
Helmet and chest protector.
What are they?
You'll see what
Helps
they
you
are.
sleep?
Around here, it helps me sleep.
They sure look funny. All that just to take a nap. Wow.
Okay. There.
Comfortable now?
Very. Now you guys can go ahead and have all the fun you want.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
We can
won't
still
bother
play?
me.
Midas! Midas! Jake says we can still play!
Here he comes. Look at Jake.
Yeah.
You look silly.
Well, here we go.
Get your ass. Get your ass. Get your ass. Get your ass. Get your ass.
Jake is really crazy.
Get your ass. Get your ass.
Here comes Bod. Bod's in bed. He's having a dream. And in the dream, he's eating a large bowl of strawberries and cream. Next morning, he can think of nothing but strawberries and cream. Along comes Frank, the postman, with a letter for Bod. "Morning, Bod," says Frank. But Bod doesn't see or hear him. He wouldn't have noticed if an elephant had been the postman. He's in such a daydream about the strawberries. "That's funny," says Frank. "What can Bod be thinking about?" And he's so curious to know that he can't help following him. come to Farmer Barleymow. Morning, says Barleymow. But they walk past without answering him. Bod's so busy thinking about strawberries, and Frank's so busy thinking about what Bod can be thinking about, they wouldn't have noticed if Barleymow had been a scarecrow. Well, I never, says Barleymow. And full of wonder, he follows them. Good morning, everybody, says Aunt Flo. But they're all so busy with their own thoughts that they walk past without answering her. They wouldn't have noticed her if she had been standing on her head. What can they be up to, says Aunt Flo. And lost in thought, she follows them. By and by, they come to a hole in the ground. Bod doesn't see it. He's still dreaming of strawberries. Frank is so busy thinking about what Bod can be thinking about that he doesn't even notice that Bod has disappeared. He, too, walks into the hole. And Barleymow is so busy thinking about what Bod and Frank can be thinking about that he doesn't see the hole either. Nor does Aunt Flo. Then along comes P.C. Copper. He sees the hole. That's a dangerous hole, he says. Someone might fall down that. So he puts up signs saying, danger, stop, and directs people away from the hole. Suddenly, he hears voices coming from the hole. Hello, hello, he says, shining his torch. Anybody down there? Yes, says Bod. And guess what we found down here? Oh, dear. I give up, says P.C. Copper. An enormous bowl of strawberries and cream, just like I dreamt about. Come and join us. I can't join you, says P.C. Copper. And I can't eat on duty. But save a strawberry for me and I'll pop it under my helmet to eat later on.
Oh, hi, Kim. How are you, dear?
Oh, hi, Sal. Oh, I have a pie in the oven. Why don't you stay and have some?
Oh, Kim, I'd love to. But, you know, I've got to get some pictures for the Daily Noodle. You know, and you never know what you could find here at Pinwheel House.
Well, it's pretty quiet today. I don't know if you'll find anything.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can go somewhere else, you know. Hey, Kim. What's that?
Oh, that's Jake. He's taking a nap.
Huh? Like that?
Well, yeah. You don't have to whisper, Sal. He's got earmuffs on. He can't hear you. Can you, Jake?
What's that? He's got a chest protector and a football helmet?
That's so he can't feel anything either.
Wow, he's not taking any chances, is he?
No. There's nothing going to disturb him now.
Right. Boy, this is going to make a terrific picture. And what a human interest story. Wow. Let me take this picture now. Now, hold it right there now, Jake. Hold it up. Boy, this is terrific. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Ooh. Oh.
Sal.
Oh,
Hey.
I guess I woke you up with this flash. I'm sorry, Jake. I really am.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm sorry. Hey, I got an idea. Wait. I've got a scarf right here. And I could put this here. And just hold still there. Nothing will disturb you now, Jake.
Oh,
Nothing
good
will disturb
idea.
you. Now you can't hear anything, you can't see anything, and you can't feel anything.
Thanks, Sal.
Wow, nothing will wake you up now, Jake. That's
Thanks a lot.
wonderful. That's
Sal,
all right.
the pie is ready.
Oh, it's ready? Wow, does that smell good? Oh, what kind is it, huh?
It's apple rhubarb.
Oh.
Too bad that Jake's asleep. It's his favorite.
Well, it's one of my favorite, too.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, does that smell good?
Can't wait to
Hey,
try
you're a
it.
good pie maker,
Oh,
aren't
thank
you?
you.
Boy, that's beautiful.
Hi there.
Wow, Jake. Hey, what woke you up? You couldn't hear anything, couldn't feel anything, couldn't see anything.
Oh, I can still smell.
Oh.
And the smell of that pie made me decide it's time to finish my nap.
Right. Isn't it terrific?
Does look good.
What do you say we all have a piece, huh? That would be
Yeah.
fun, wouldn't it?
Okay, now your back legs now. Up, up. Good job, Elmo. Now, jump the hoop. Elmo. Shh, now be quiet or you'll wake up Plus. Okay, now we're going to jump through the hoop now. Now, don't be afraid of the height. Minus, what are you doing? I'm trying to get to sleep. I'm playing with my pet elephant, Elmo. What? Elmo? Minus, you're just pretending. You haven't got an elephant under your covers. Ready to jump over the hoop? Now, don't be afraid of the heights, Elmo. It's not that Minus! There really isn't an elephant over there. You're just making a lot of noise. Elmo, we're going to jump. Minus, I'm trying to get... Minus, you really haven't got an elephant under there. If you got an elephant under there, prove it. Elmo, say hello to Plus. Plus, excuse me, do you have any peanuts? Peanuts? Elmo. Jump for the food for some peanuts? Good. I knew you would already. Elmo, I love you.
In Professor Balthazar's town, there lived a famous virtuoso. Maestro Koko. His best friend was called Philip. These two shared a common love for music and ice cream. One day,
Koko played so beautifully that Philip made the best ice cream in the world for his friend. Koko enjoyed it as he had never enjoyed ice cream before. But because of this, he caught a cold. He was ill the whole first day. The whole second day. And the whole third day. But on the 14th day, he was finally in good health again. Koko was broken-hearted at the thought that his trumpet was silenced forever. He wrote a farewell letter and disappeared into thin air. Philip couldn't find him anywhere, so he turned for help to Professor Balthazar. Professor Balthazar invented a great search for Koko. They couldn't find him in the heart of the jungle. Nor in the depths of the Pacific Ocean. And he wasn't in the clouds up in the sky either. There were only two places where they hadn't searched. So they went on a long, cold journey. First to the North Pole. And then to the South Pole. Koko no longer played the trumpet. But he was happy because he had found a new way of entertaining his friends. back after these messages.
It's time to brush, you're in no rush, cause brushing's such a chore. But the new Crest Pump will make you jump. It's like you never brushed before. Hooray, there's a neat new way to get a great Crest checkup. Crest Pump, hooray! Hooray, hooray, Crest Pump's here today. To get a great Crest checkup. Crest Pump, hooray!
And an Oreo cookie. It's a bright idea to dunk it, or to crunch it, or unscrew it, or to lick it, or to trick it. But no matter what you do, it's true. It's fun to munch a creamy, crunchy chocolate. O-R-E-O goes great with imagination. Puts the yum in your creation.
Oreo cookies and new Oreo mint cream.
Now every weekend, Nickelodeon has the adventures of Star Trek.
What time period?
Huh?
What time period?
Yeah.
You have to remember.
Oh, yeah. Star Trek's on Saturdays at 9, 8 Central, and 6:30, 5:30 Central, and Sundays at 11:30, 10:30 Central. Sorry, fellas, I won't forget again.
I'll go over them again if you like.
No, I remember now. Star Trek's on Saturdays at 9, 8 Central, and 6:30, 5:30 Central, and Sundays at 11:30, 10:30 Central.
Thank you.
On Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon asks, just who is this DM?
Stop asking silly questions and get on with it, will you?
Okay, he's a dynamo.
That's not true.
He's a doormat?
I feel a bit run down.
Ah, a dancing machine? Can't fool you. He's Danger Mouse with his ever-faithful and completely cowardly assistant. Yes, you, Penfold. That's DM, Danger Mouse to you on Nickelodeon.
You're watching Nickelodeon. And now back to Pinwheel.
Wow.
Presenting the world's most famous bareback rider, Koko!
Maybe here. No. Maybe here. Here? There she is.
You are the Pinwheel Pinup of the Week, and your picture is going to be on the center spread of the Daily Noodle.
Oh, me? Oh, no. Just look at me. I'm wearing my old clothes, and look at, I have paint all over my face, and look at my hair. Oh, Sal.
Oh, you look terrific. Now, come on, get over there and get by the picture, and now smile. This'll be just a wonderful picture. Now, hold it, Kim. There we go. There.
Now then, I'm going to have to ask you a few questions for our readers. Sal, have you got something to write on?
No, I guess I don't.
Oh, what would you like to know?
Well, let's see now. What is your favorite subject in school?
Oh, that's easy. Art.
What's your favorite color?
Well, last week it was red. Today it's green. And tomorrow it'll probably be yellow.
Let me see. What do you consider your greatest accomplishment?
Learning how to stop on my roller skates without falling down.
Well, I guess that's about it. Oh, I know, one more thing. Do you have maybe just a couple of words for our readers?
Oh, I sure do. Put a little color in your life.
Oh. Thanks. Okay, so long. I've got to get this right over to the Daily Noodle.
See you at the Daily Noodle. Bye.
Bye. You bet. Streamers. Perfect.
Pinwheel will be back after these messages. This weekend on Special Delivery, meet Stanley. Boy, does he have problems.
What kind of duck am I?
He can't see eye to eye with his parents.
Must be from your side of the family.
Seems like the whole world is closing in on him.
Heaven!
What's a duck to do?
You've got to like yourself, because who else is going to like you if you don't like yourself?
Stanley the Ugly Duckling. Saturday at 2, 1 Central. A special delivery on Nickelodeon.
Another fill in the blanks. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Okay, Nickelodeon, the blank, blank, blank. Nickelodeon, the wacky Zippy plays. Okay, maybe Zippy's a little strong. Nickelodeon, the first blank, blank. The first low-cost, long-distance telephone service. Well, I guess string costs do add up. Nickelodeon, the first kids blank. The first kids hamster factory. Nickelodeon, the first kids network. Oh, and hamster factory?
It's the TV Magic Coloring Kit. Write secret messages with invisible ink which magically appear when you color over with these neat special markers. That's not all. With TV Magic Coloring Kit, you can also create fantastic pictures and designs. You get everything you see here, including wide tip markers, secret code book, secret message pad, natural wood pencil, favorite picture mat, shiny stars, and stickers in a plastic pouch that fits in your loose leaf binder. Ask your parents to please call this number and order your TV Magic Coloring Kit today. Visa and MasterCard accepted. If they call right now, you'll also get a professional quality precision circle maker and Bright Idea light bulb eraser as a bonus. Or send check or money order to TV Magic Coloring Kit at this address. Makes a great gift for kids of all ages. Not available in stores. Available only through this TV offer. TV marketing by Salk & Associates, Scarsdale, New York. Make sure to order yours today.
Saturday, Spielberg talks Goonies.
They get bored one day and they have the most extraordinary adventure that any adult could possibly imagine.
On Lights, Camera, Action on Nickelodeon.
The flight of a bird is one of the most captivating wonders in nature. In 1479, Leonardo da Vinci created the mechanical drawings of the bird. And now, with the aid of space-age plastics, you can not only enjoy the flight of the bird, you can command and control it. It'll fly for up to 200 feet on the power of its replaceable thick 8-inch high-test rubber core. The body is tough urethane plastic to absorb hundreds of hard landings. The tear-resistant wings are super strong mylar polyester. The internal drive gears are also Da Vinci's design. The flying bird is easy to operate. Just wind it up, turn the switch to on, and gently let it go. You can set it to fly in large or small patterns, and it's fun for the entire family. It's precision-made and bulldog tough. Here's how to order the amazing flying bird.
Use your credit card for rush delivery by calling 1-800-331-1000. That's 1-800-331-1000. Or send check or money order for $12.95 plus $2.50 shipping and handling to Amazing Flying Bird, P.O. Box 3500, Department A, West Caldwell, New Jersey.
You're watching Nickelodeon. And now back to Pinwheel.
Here comes Bod. going to throw this apple up in the air and catch it, says Bod. Watch me. That's funny, says Bod. It hasn't come down. Here comes Aunt Flo. Hello, Bod, she says. What are you doing here? I'm waiting for an apple I threw up in the air, says Bod. It hasn't come down. Oh, it will, says Aunt Flo. They always do. And she waits with Bod for the apple to come down. Here comes Frank, the postman. Hello, says Frank. Why are you standing here? We're waiting for an apple that Bod threw up in the air to come down again, says Aunt Flo. Can you see it? No, says Frank. But it's sure to come down soon. I'll wait with you and Bod. Here comes Farmer Barleymow. Hello, he says. What's up? An apple, says Frank. Bod threw one up in the air and it hasn't come down. It'll be down, says Farmer Barleymow. What goes up must come down. And Farmer Barleymow waits with Frank, Aunt Flo, and Bod for the apple to come down. Here comes P.C. Copper. Hello, says P.C. Copper. What are you all waiting here for? An apple, says Farmer Barleymow. An apple, says P.C. Copper. Yes, an apple, says Farmer Barleymow. Bod threw it up in the air, and we're still waiting for it to come down. Then you must be daft, says P.C. Copper. How can an apple stay up in the air so long? It must have been stolen by a bird. Now, move along there. Farmer Barleymow feels very foolish and goes red in the face. I must be daft, he thinks, wasting my time here when I could be driving my tractor. He turns to Frank and says, you must be daft, Frank, waiting here. How can the apple still be up in the air? Now, Frank feels very foolish and goes red in the face. I must be daft, he thinks, wasting my time here when I could be taking round letters. He turns to Aunt Flo and says, excuse me, madam, but you must be daft waiting here. How can the apple still be up in the air? Now, Aunt Flo feels very foolish and goes red in the face. I must be daft, she thinks, wasting my time here when I could be baking a cake. And she turns to Bod and says, you must be daft. How can the apple still be up in the air after all this time? Honestly, Bod, sometimes I think you need your bumps felt. Now it's Bod's turn to feel foolish and go red in the face. I must be daft, he thinks, waiting around here when I could be getting another apple to throw up in the air and catch. And he is just going to walk away when... bonk. You said I needed my bumps felt, he says to Aunt Flo. Come and feel this one. Then P.C. Copper, Farmer Barleymow, Frank, and Aunt Flo all buy apples and throw them up in the air to see how long they will stay up. But their apples come straight down again.
I got that. Oh, Smitty, that was real fun.
Well, we'd better get back to work on our next edition of the Daily Noodle, my little pencil point.
Oh, I guess you're right. You know what? I'll leave this ball here for someone else. They might want to play with it, you know?
Okay.
Smitty, I'll race you to the office. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1,
Oh,
2,
you'll
3.
never beat me to the office.
What's that I smell? What an odd smell. Oh, maybe it's food. Oh, well, I'm all out of food downstairs. Maybe there's some upstairs. Oh, what have we got here? It's round, and it's red, and it's very, very large. Oh, I know! It's a giant red apple. Funny, it doesn't smell like an apple. I can't even bite into it.
Molly.
Oh, hi, Jake.
Molly, what are you doing?
I'm trying to nibble this apple.
Molly. Molly,
What?
this isn't an apple.
But it's round. Oh, and it's red.
Yeah?
Oh, I know! It's a giant red cherry. Oh.
Molly,
What?
this isn't a cherry either.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
Then what is it?
It's a beach ball.
Oh, a beach ball. I should have known.
Yeah, beach ball.
Jake.
Yeah.
Come here. How do you eat a beach ball? With or without whipped cream?
With or without whipped cream?
Uh-huh.
Molly, you don't eat a beach ball at all.
You
Not at
don't
all.
eat one.
No.
Oh, then what good is it?
Oh, it's plenty good. You can play with it. You can bounce it. You can have a catch with a friend. You can throw it up to yourself. You can do a lot of things with a beach ball.
I know. But you can't eat it, and I'm hungry. I think I'll go tunnel around, look for something to eat.
Something to eat. Got something here. Molly!
Yep.
Oh, there you are. Have an apple.
Oh, an apple. Thank you, Jake. Oh, food at last. Now, this is more fun than eating a beach ball.
What an appetite, huh?
And now it's time to play the world's greatest guessing game, Name That Sound, where you folks at home can play along with our studio audience. Is everybody ready? Then what are we waiting for? Let's play Name That Sound. It looks like Koko is opening and closing something. Can anybody tell me what it is? And what is she doing? What was that sound? Right. She's driving a car and beeping her horn. You know, Koko? I didn't know you knew how to drive a car.
This is HattyTown, where all the people live in hats. This is Sancho, who enjoys helping Milko to deliver his milk whenever he possibly can. And this is Carrots, who is Sancho's very special friend. Today's story is called A Taxi for Hire. Sancho had decided to start a taxi service in HattyTown. He thought it would be an exciting way to earn pocket money. But first of all, he had promised Carrots a ride round the town to deliver the leaflets telling everyone about the new taxi service. Carrots was enjoying his ride very much, when on the second time past the town hall, Mr. Wimple hailed Sancho. "Taxi! Taxi!" he called. "Take me to the palace at once, as fast as you can." "Jump in!" cried Sancho. "You surely don't expect a man in my position to sit next to a donkey," said Mr. Wimple crossly. "Out you get, Carrots," said Sancho. "You can have another ride later." Carrots wasn't at all happy at having to get out, but he made way for the mare, who clambered in. "I said I wanted to go to the palace as fast as possible," said Mr. Wimple. "Oh, I won't be a moment," said Sancho. "I just want to collect the sticky buns I ordered for tea." "Off we go," cried Sancho. But they hadn't gone very far when Sancho stopped again. This time it was at the town's pillar box. "I just remembered I had this letter to post," he said. "I want to go to the palace as fast as possible," cried Mr. Wimple, getting very cross indeed. "Are you running this taxi service for your own benefit or the benefit of your customers?" Won't be long now, cried Sancho cheerfully. Milko, cried Sancho. I'm glad I met you. Would you leave me an extra pint today? All this driving about is making me extra thirsty. Drive me to the palace, thundered Mr. Wimple. At once. Sancho suddenly realized how very cross the mare had become, so he decided to take a short cut. He turned off the road and began driving very fast through the trees. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Shouted Mr. Wimple. It's a short cut, cried Sancho. Nothing to worry about. But no sooner had he spoken than he drove straight through Mrs. Bagwash's wash line. Sancho couldn't see where he was going, and before he could stop the car, a tree did it for him. Mr. Wimple tumbled out of the car and rolled over and over, wrapped tightly in a sheet. Now give me back my sheets, cried Mrs. Bagwash. Begging your worshipful's pardon, I'm sure. But how was I to know your worshipful would try to steal my clean washing? Mr. Wimple was speechless with rage. Sancho backed the car to where Mr. Wimple stood. No harm done. It still works. Jump in, he cried. No harm done. No harm done, bellowed the mayor, rubbing his sore head. It's safer, cheaper, and quicker to walk. But as he was so late now, he clambered back into the car, feeling sure that nothing else could possibly go wrong. Sancho was beginning to enjoy driving his new car, although he now wished that he'd kept to the road instead of taking a short cut to the palace through Farmer Oatfield's farmland. You don't think you're going to bring that monster across my fields, do you, my lad? Why, whatever next? Said Farmer Oatfield. Oh, please let us through, requested Sancho. I promised to keep to the track, and Mr. Wimple is in such a hurry to get to the palace. That may be so, said Farmer Oatfield. But if I let one car through, I'll soon have a main road full of cars driving through my farm. I suggest his worship gets down and walks from here. It'll be quicker than driving back to the main road. Well, really, stormed the mayor. I did not hail a taxi in order to walk the last half-mile across muddy fields. I'm so late now that I shall have to walk from here, but not one penny piece do you get for such a dreadful ride. Good day to you. How's your taxi service doing? Asked Farmer Oatfield. Not very well, answered Sancho. Mr. Wimple was my first customer, and I can't say that he's particularly satisfied. Well, now, my lad, let's see if you can satisfy your second customer, said Farmer Oatfield. You can drive me into the town. They hadn't travelled very far when they met Carrots. His big eyes peered at them over a large bandage wrapped round his nose, and he was obviously very sorry for himself. What have you done to yourself? Asked Sancho. It's my new magic talking ball, said Carrots. That's what I've done to myself. What are you talking about? Asked Sancho. Every time I nudge this ball with my nose, it talks. The trouble is, its prickles hurt my nose so much, I've had to have it bandaged, explained Carrots. It's not time for me to wake up yet, said a tiny voice. Aha, said Farmer Oatfield. There is nothing magic about that ball of prickles. Go away, I'm tired, said the tiny voice. Well, you shouldn't be. You've been asleep for 5 whole months, said Farmer Oatfield. That ball of prickles is none other than Musty the Hedgehog, the laziest little scamp I know. I'll only wake up if you promise to give me a large bowl of bread and milk, said Musty. Come on then, my fine fellow. Unroll yourself and Sancho will give us both a ride into the town. First, we'll stop at the dairy for some milk and then at the bakery for some bread. Race you into town, Carrots, cried Sancho. I know a good short cut. Why does Mrs. Bagwash hang her washing over my short cuts? Moaned Sancho. Where's Musty? Cried Farmer Oatfield. He shot out of my hands when we hit the tree. Sancho and Farmer Oatfield began to search everywhere for Musty. They were so afraid that he might be lying hurt somewhere. But they need not have worried. As soon as Musty sensed danger, he had rolled into a ball again, and when the car had stopped, Musty hadn't. And now he was rolling all the way down into the town, thinking only of his first meal of spring, a nice big bowl of bread and milk.
Pinwheel will be back after these messages.
Grandpa, tell me the Sun-Kissed story again.
Ah, the magical land of the Sun-Kissed factory. And only their sweetest and juiciest oranges ever wear the Sun-Kissed name.
This weekend on Special Delivery.
This is my cousin Tito.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You can pick your friends, but Mike's stuck with his cousin Tito.
Tito goes, or you stay home.
But he won't fit in. Everybody will laugh at him. I wish he never came. He's made my life miserable. Was he fighting over a girl?
No. He was standing up for you.
Welcome to Miami, Cubanos, a Special Delivery, Saturday at 2:30, 1:30 Central, only on Nickelodeon. Meet Hearn Burford, ace reporter for the Out of Control team, with the top stories.
It's a well-known fact that bologna and ice cream cause death when combined.
The strong opinion.
Nice ears does not a show business personality make, Dave.
And the keen observation.
Whoa! Feet! Oh, look at that! Mysterious feet!
He's Hearn Burford. Just one more reason to watch
The Hearn Burford Show.
No, Out of Control, only on Nickelodeon. Every week it's the same thing. Monday, school. Tuesday, school again. Wednesday, even more school. Thursday, it never ends. Friday, still in school.
Jeepers.
That's why there's the Nickelodeon Kids Only Weekend. All kids shows and only kids shows all weekend long.
Oh, neat.
Every weekend, Nickelodeon helps you forget about the rest of the week with great shows for kids only all weekend long.
Oh, wow.
The Nickelodeon Kids Only Weekend on Nickelodeon. You're watching Nickelodeon. And now back to Pinwheel.
King Rollo was in the garden when King Frank arrived with his dog. "What a beautiful dog," said King Rollo. "Let's show him to Cook." They ran indoors with the dog. "Yes, yes, very nice," said Cook. Then she saw their muddy feet. "Out you go," she said. "Let's show him to the magician," said King Rollo. "Just what I needed," said the magician as the dog knocked over his things. "Why don't you take the dog for a walk?" said the magician. They went outside to take the dog for a walk. Only most of the time, it was a run. King Frank told King Rollo the names of the different kinds of dogs that they saw. King Frank knew a lot about dogs. He showed how to make a dog beg to say please. They threw a ball, and the dog brought it back. They chased the dog. The dog chased them. At last, they were completely tired out. "Come back and have some tea. Queen Gwen will be there," King Rollo said to King Frank. "I can't," said King Frank. "Before I can have tea, I must clean and feed the dog." "Gosh," said King Rollo, "you'll starve." He waved goodbye to King Frank and the dog and set off for home. "All those people have to feed their dogs before they can have tea," he thought. At tea, King Rollo was still talking about dogs. "I've learned a lot about dogs," he said to Cook. "Do you know the best kind?" asked Cook. "Yes," said King Rollo. "Someone else's." first morning in his new home, Paddington woke to the news that Mrs. Brown and Judy were taking him for a trip on the Underground. There was also a large tray of breakfast things beside his bed. So much seemed to be happening at once, he had a job deciding what to do first. So he started on the bacon. "Hurry up," called Judy. "We're going shopping and it's nearly time to leave." "Coming," cried Paddington. "I've never been on an underground before," he announced. "I'm not sure if you'll be going now," said Judy. "Not with bacon sticking out of your suitcase like that. Look at it." "It's for emergencies," said Paddington. "Bears often have emergencies." "In fact, I think I've got one coming on now." "It's very strange," said Mrs. Brown. "I've never heard so many dogs. Perhaps it's the fine weather bringing them out." "I don't think it's the weather, Mrs. Brown," gasped Paddington. "I think it's my bacon. What's left of it." After the excitement of Windsor Gardens, Paddington found the Underground much more to his liking, and he hurried on ahead of the others. Everything seemed to have been thought of. There was a moving staircase, pictures on the wall. There was even a sign with his name on, showing which way to go. "Paddington," cried Judy, "you're going the wrong way." But it was too late. By the time he'd realized his mistake, Paddington was at the top of the stairs again. "Here," said the ticket collector. "What's all this? You haven't been anywhere yet." "I think I must have made a mistake at the bottom," said Paddington. "Bert," called the collector, "there's a young bear here smelling of bacon. Says he's made a mistake at the bottom." "I'm sorry," said Paddington. "I'm not used to escalators. We don't have any in Darkest Peru." "Darkest Peru," repeated the inspector. "Oh, well, in that case, you'd better get back down, but don't let me catch you up to any more tricks. You're worse than them dogs." "Shoo, go away." "There he goes again," cried Judy. "Do something, Paddington." That, said Mrs. Brown, was a dangerous thing to say. "I think he's done it." "You again?" said the inspector. "I'll have you know escalators is for the convenience of passengers, not for the likes of young bears to play on." "It doesn't seem very convenient to me," said Paddington. "I've been here ages and I haven't got anywhere yet." "We're supposed to be going shopping," said Mrs. Brown. "That's as may be," said the inspector sternly. "But pressing the escalator stop button without a very good reason is against the rules. Persons are expected to abide by the rules." "Did you say persons?" asked Judy. "That's right, and I've got my job to do. It's bad enough being pestered by dogs." "Well, Paddington's not a person," said Judy. "He's a bear. Isn't that lucky?" Said the inspector. "Well, don't let it happen again." "I think you're a very kind inspector," said Judy. "Don't you, Paddington?" "Very," agreed Paddington. "In fact," he announced, "I shall always travel from here in future. It's a very good station if you don't want to go anywhere, especially if you have an emergency on the way."
Simon's 2 cousins had come to stay with him. The 2 girls were both pop music fans. They pestered Simon to draw a pop singer. So Simon went to his blackboard and drew what they wanted. Later that day, Simon was near the fence when he met the sergeant of the chalk drawing land band. He was very angry. "It's impossible to play band music anymore, Simon. We need help." Simon went to the land of chalk drawings. And he couldn't believe his eyes.
Peace and love no war. Peace and love no war.
All the children were leaping madly up and down in time to pop music coming from a large speaker. The teacher looked annoyed. "All the children are playing truant today, Simon. They prefer to dance." The flowers were upset. "Do something, for goodness sake. We're all being flattened." Simon decided to help. He followed the lead from the box until he came to the end of it. It was plugged into an electric guitar. Playing the guitar was Simon's pop singer. He was singing at the top of his voice.
Peace for the people!
He broke off when he saw Simon. "I'm singing a message of peace to the people of this land, Simon." Simon blinked. "But it was peaceful before." The pop singer shrugged. "It's not now." Well, Simon had to agree. "No, that's because you're singing so loudly." The pop singer strummed his guitar. "But if I don't sing loudly, no one will hear me, right?" And he started another song.
What we want, what we gonna get?
The din was louder than ever.
What we want is peace, Lord.
It was so loud, even the sun couldn't stand it. He hid behind the cloud. The cloud began to get angry because there was nowhere he could hide. The cloud became angrier and angrier. Finally, he could stand the din no longer, and for the first time in his life, he lost his temper and sent down a bolt of lightning. The lightning struck the huge speaker, which exploded in a puff of smoke. The change was like magic. With no more deafening music, the children had nothing to dance to. They went back to school, which pleased the teacher. It pleased the flowers, too, because they wouldn't be trodden on anymore. The band started to play. The sun came out again, and everything was back to normal. The pop singer tried to sing, but now no one could hear him. Simon went home feeling sorry for him. And he had an idea. He drew a smaller speaker so that when it rained during school playtime, the pop singer could sing and play to the children. And the cloud, who was feeling guilty at destroying the big speaker, made sure it rained at least once a week.
What's wrong, Midas?
I don't know. I can't sleep.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should, count sheep.
Well, I tried that, but it never worked. They made so much noise jumping over the bed, going, "Ah! Ah!
Calm down, calm down, Linus.
They did.
Well, if sheep don't work, maybe you could count giraffes. That's it. Giraffes don't make any sound at all.
You see, I've never seen more than 2 giraffes at a time at the zoo. Besides, they're so tall, they never fit in this room anyway.
Oh, you got a point there.
Yeah. I suppose I could count the stars, but then I'd have to go to sleep standing up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But there must be some way we could put you to sleep.
Yeah. Sometimes when I can't sleep, Aurelia sings to me. But it must be the middle of the night by now, and I certainly don't want to wake her up.
Wait! I have an idea.
You do?
If music puts you to sleep,
yeah.
Well, why don't you turn on the radio?
The radio, yeah. That's a great idea. I'll just turn the radio on.
It's the little knob right at the bottom there.
Oh, yeah, here he is.
You're tuned to the peaceful slumber sounds of SNOOC. Snooze on your dial. And this is Phil Pillow speaking and whispering.
Good night.
That concludes our nightly edition of Bach to Bed. Next up is the middle of the night show. And now here's your new host.
Hey, guys! No! Jump!
I'm exhausted. I can sleep forever now.
So can I.
Boy.
Good night, Minus.
Yeah, good night.
Bring it back. Boy, I'm sure tired.
I'm beat.
Boys! Boys, what on earth is going on up there? You've woken everybody up. Plus? Minus? Are you asleep? Boys? Now how am I going to get back to sleep? Maybe a nice hot cup of tea.
It was an ordinary Mars morning, peaceful and quiet, but this is becoming a habit, thought the mouse. This mole is getting on my nerves. And he decided that for once, he would not ask him to come in. But moles are patient, and mice are curious. Quite suddenly, the mole burst out. You are sitting in your house quite calmly while the astronauts had left a radio transmitter outside. Surely, this is of some interest to you. The mole, however, showed little interest in technical matters. When the mouse saw the radio transmitter, he knew at once what he could use it for. It was the chance of his life. Well, maybe I should try a little better. On Earth, the mouse's extraordinary performance was received there, a little garbled. The army was worried, and the scientists were completely confused. Only the mice on Earth recognized the voice at once. "That is our brother," they exclaimed. But the officer didn't believe it. An Earth mouse on Mars? It's a space creature. "No, it's our brother from here. Come to his house and we'll prove it." The milkman has come and gone with deliveries 100 times. And now everybody knew it was the Earth Mouse who was singing from outer space.
Pinwheel will be back after these messages. Nickelodeon knows that in a world filled with villains, evildoers, and sinister laughers, you can never have enough superheroes. That's why now, every Monday through Saturday at 7:30, 6:30 Central, Danger Mouse is joined by the world's newest superhero, Banana Man.
I'm terribly strong, you know.
He's Banana Man with the strength of 20 men.
20 big men.
Now, Banana Man is joining Danger Mouse to save the world every Monday through Saturday at 7:30, 6:30 Central, only on Nickelodeon.
My hero.
Sound the trumpet. Shout hip hip hurrah! Cause a shop full of brand new today's specials are coming your way.
No kidding.
All this month, see brand new songs and brand new dances, brand new games, and brand new stories.
Right?
What a way to celebrate the new year. Brand new today's specials all this month, right here, only on Nickelodeon.
On the Lord of Hero, Nick. On the Lord of Hero, Nick, Nick. On the Ricky Ticky Low, while living #1 Nickelodeon.
Hey, B, no way a little dude like you is gonna change my ways.
It's time you were tempted with a taste of nuts and honey.
Hulk Hogan doesn't eat nuts and honey.
Take this. An unbeatable part of this nutritious breakfast.
That's better than a body slam.
Undefeated.
And he's still champion.
It's a honey of the nut. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
Picture pages, time to get your picture pages, time to get your crayons and your pencils. Picture pages, open up your picture pages, time to watch Bill Cosby do a picture page with you.
What kind of face is this? Sad face. And this? Happy face. Right. Now, over here, that's a sad face, huh? And a happy face over here. But these are not ordinary faces. Oh, no. These are faces of the planet Earth, the planet we live on. This is how Earth looks when it feels happy, and this is how Earth looks when it feels sad. So what are we going to do today? We're going to figure out which one of these little scenes up here will make the Earth feel happy and which ones will make the Earth feel sad. Now, if you have your picture page A5, get it ready to go. You know where we start, right? That's the picture with the star. That's right. And what's this young lady doing? She's eating a piece of candy and she's throwing her candy wrapper on the ground. And what makes it so bad is that she's passing up the litter can. Now, somebody who's littering up the earth, you think that would make the earth happy or sad? Huh? She's making it sad. She sure is. Faked you, didn't I? But that's what it is. Okay, now, we go to number 2. Here's the young, what's he doing? He's trampling on top of all of the flowers. He's crushing the flowers of the earth. Huh? You think the earth's going to be happy or sad about that? Having them crushed and squashed by this guy who's just wandering. Goodness knows how many he's really... We just see what he's doing here. So is the earth sad or is it happy? It's happy? Okay. What? Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll erase it, and it's thank you. Because he made a mess. See, I knew this guy. His name was Harold Mess. He always made a mess, no matter what he did. He was just happy making a mess, you know. And everybody said, Harold, you're just a mess. So he just went out, and we all got together. We said, you're a mess, and you stop it. And I'm proud to say that today, to this day, he is now president of the American Soap and Water Company, the cleanest company in the world. At least it was until he made a mess of it. Well, we just finished with picture number 2 here, so we're going on to number 3. Look at that. What's she doing? She's watering the plants. And she's smiling. That's a great thing, see? So you can tell she's happy about what she's doing. She's watering the flowers, which would make the earth happy, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're making the earth happy. Fooled you, didn't I? You thought I was going to the sad picture. No, the earth's happy. All right, number 4. The young fellow feeding the birds. Look at those birds. They're eating, and you can almost hear them chirping away, can't you? Yes. So the birds are happy. And birds are good little things, man. They go around and they eat up some of the bugs that are bothering you, you know? Yeah, I know that the earth is happy. Happy. Right. And you're happy. And I'm happy. So while we're all happy, I can go home.
Picture pages, lots of fun with picture pages, lots of fun with crayons and with pencils. You can play with picture pages, fill your day with picture pages, till Bill Cosby does another picture page with you.
To order your picture pages, send $1 for your monthly issue to cover the cost of publishing, postage, and handling to Picture Pages, Box 720, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15230.
Beauty!
She's a pet. She's a pal. She's Black Beauty. Follow the adventures of Black Beauty every day on Nickelodeon. You're watching Nickelodeon. And now back to Pinwheel.
When you play on your guitar, Jake, on your guitar. That's a lovely tune, Jake. Nice. Shaking my antenna to it, you hear?
Oh. Swing on.
Yeah. You know what, Jake? There's a question I'd like to ask you, and it's been on my mind for a while.
Yeah?
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Well, it's kind of a heavy question, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Do you think that you'll remember me in 50 years?
Well, I remember you in the 50 years. Sure. I think so.
You will, huh? Remember me in 50 years? How about 10 years? Will you remember me in 10 years?
Well, I remember you in 10 years. Sure.
Well, that's good to know. How about 1 year?
Yeah. 1 year?
You remember me
no problem.
Good. 6 months?
Yeah.
1 month?
Yeah.
1 day?
1 day, yeah.
1 week?
Yeah, sure.
1 minute?
1 minute?
1 minute.
Yeah.
How about 1 second?
Well, I remember you in 1 second.
Will you remember me in 1 second?
Sure.
Oh, Jake, knock, knock.
Oh, who's there?
Oh, no. You forgot me already.
I'm sorry.
Pinwheel Playhouse presents more powerful than an oatmeal, smarter than an old sneaker.
And really good looking.
It's Captain Minus.
Yes, it is I, Captain Minus.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What am I going to do? I've lost my mittens. I could sure use some help.
What's that I see below? As usual, someone is in need of my help.
Oh, it's Captain Midas, my hero.
Yes, it is I, Captain Minus, here to save the day. Joanne, I understand you have lost another pair of your mittens.
It's true, Captain Midas. I forgot where I put them. I'm so upset.
Joanne!
Yeah?
Would you calm down?
Bobby will be so disappointed.
Yes, yes. There, Joanne. Pull yourself together. Try to think back. Try to remember where you lost those mittens.
Well,
Yes?
I remember
Yes?
that I came in and took my mittens off and said, "This time I'll remember where I put my mittens."
Joanne!
Bobby gets upset when I lose my mittens.
Yes, well, I'm beginning to understand why. Now concentrate.
Okay.
You're remembering.
Yes.
What happened next?
I...
Yes?
Yes.
I remember a case I had last week just like this one. It involved 3 little kittens who lost their mittens, just like in the nursery rhyme. Let's see now. How did that go?
I remember where I lost my mittens.
You see, I told those little kittens who lost their mittens, and I quote, let's see now, what did those little kittens say? Let's see, something to
Midas,
the effect
look,
leave it alone, and they'll come home wagging their little tails behind them.
What? Oh.
I'm not remembering. This can't be right.
There, Captain Midas. Let me help you. Was it Hey Diddle Diddle, the Mitten and the Fiddle?
No, that's not it. How about Mitten on the wall? Who's taking Fairy Glove Mother to the ball?
No, that's not right. How about Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water? Jack came down without his mittens because he thought he oughta?
No, that's not it. How about Mary had a little lamb who lost her mittens white as snow. Her fingers were nearly frozen stiff whenever the wind did blow.
No. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in the pie. If I eat with my mittens on, they'll never ever die.
No, that's not it. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. If you don't wear your mittens, you could get sick.
Oh. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, fell to the ground, mittens and all.
No. Peter Mitten Eater ate his gloves because they were sweeter.
Oh, come on, we gotta stick this one
Have you
over.
ever thought about changing that hairdo?
This is HattyTown, where all the people live in hats. This little boy with the great big hat on is Sancho. And this is Carrots, who is Sancho's very special friend. Today's story is called Carrots, Carrot. Carrots spread his front legs out and rested his chin on the ground. This was his favorite thinking position. "Hello, Carrots," said Sancho. "What are you thinking about today?" "I'm thinking that I'm very unhappy because I've lost my carrot," said Carrots. Oh, not again. Not again, said Sancho. And he inspected the end of the stick where Carrots' large, juicy carrot should have been. Carrots was hopeless without his carrot, dangling a few inches in front of his eyes. Without it, he was just bone idle. There's no point in my moving at all if I haven't got my carrot to go for, he said. I think I'll just sit here until you buy me a new one. Well, you can sit there forever, said Sancho. I'm not going to spend my pocket money on carrots for you. You'll jolly well have to think hard and remember where you left it. And with that, off he went. Simon, the HattyTown detective, came along. As always, he was peering through his huge magnifying glass. Do I perceive a donkey in distress? He said, peering at Carrots through his magnifying glass. Yes, you do, said Carrots, in no mood for conversation. Now, don't tell me what's wrong. Don't tell me, said Simon. I shall find the clue which will lead me to discover the cause of your unhappiness. And with that, he began to examine Carrots through his magnifying glass. I'm not very much mistaken, he said triumphantly. That stick should have a big, juicy carrot dangling from the end of it. I don't think that's very clever, sulked Carrots. Now, if you could find my carrot for me, that would be clever. Nothing simpler, said Simon. If you just answer a question or two, I shall certainly apply all my detective skills towards finding the missing carrot. Now then, when do you last recall seeing your carrot? Carrots resumed his thinking position. I definitely had it this morning when I was helping Mr. Bun in his bakery, said Carrots. I remember I accidentally knocked a pot of pepper into a bag of icing sugar with it as I turned round. Mr. Bun was very angry. Uh-huh, said Simon. And do you remember having it since you left, Mr. Buns? No, said Carrots firmly. No, I don't. In that case, I shall begin my investigation for the missing carrot at Mr. Bun's bakery, said Simon, and off he went. Sancho was talking to Mr. Bun outside his bakery when Simon arrived. He explained to Mr. Bun and Sancho that he had accepted the task of finding Carrot's carrot, and he asked for permission to examine certain items in the bakery. Of course, Mr. Bun agreed. Anything to help. What would you like to examine first, Simon? Your flour, please, said Simon. Yes, your flour first, please. You wait here, says Mr. Bunn. I'll fetch a sack of my flour for you to inspect. Began to examine the sack of flour through his magnifying glass. But in his eagerness, he accidentally knocked it over, and all the flour spilled onto the ground. My flour! My flour! Cried Mr. Bunn. Calm yourself, said Simon, trying to explain away his carelessness. It is my job to be absolutely thorough. I can leave no stone unturned, and I must examine this sample of your flour very closely. And now, I would like to examine, he continued before Mr. Bunn could protest further, I would like to examine a sack of your currants. Mr. Bunn was reluctant to fetch another sack of anything for Simon to examine. But he finally relented, and off he went. When Simon accidentally spilt the currants onto the flour, Mr. Bunn was speechless with rage. Simon, however, was blissfully unaware of the distress he was causing poor Mr. Bunn, and he continued to examine very closely the contents of both sacks. At that very moment along came Mr. Wimple, the mayor. He was carrying 2 halves of a loaf of bread, 1 half in each hand. Look! He thundered, glowering at Mr. Bunn. Look what I found in the middle of my loaf of bread. A carrot. A carrot, of all things. It's positively outrageous. I demand an explanation. Well, stuttered Mr. Bunn. You may well, well, my good man. I am waiting for your explanation, cried Mr. Wimple. Simon, who didn't notice the mayor's arrival, continued to sift through the flour and currants looking for clues. And since Mr. Bunn was speechless, Sancho took command of the situation. Mr. Wimple, he said, please don't be too hard on Mr. Bunn, because it's not really his fault. Carrots lost his carrot this morning while helping in the bakery. And Mr. Bunn has given every assistance to Simon to help him find the carrot. Unfortunately, all our efforts seem to be too late. Carrot's carrot must have fallen into the mixing bowl while he was helping Mr. Bunn, and no one noticed. We're very sorry. Truly we are. Sancho's eloquent explanation of how carrots had worked so hard to help Mr. Bunn soon calmed Mr. Wimple down. In fact, Mr. Wimple began to feel sorry for carrots, and even gave Sancho some money with which to buy another carrot. Carrots was very thrilled to receive a new carrot from Sancho. You have to have something to aim for in life, he said wisely. And in my case, it happens to be a carrot. Come on, Sancho. Let's go and help poor old Simon to clear up the mess he's made. After all, he was only doing his best to help. It is really all my fault.
Surprise! Hey, what's this all about?
You are the Pinwheel Pin-Up of the Week. That's right.
Oh, who, me? Pinwheel Pin-Up?
Yes.
Oh, isn't that that's wonderful, my little fruit and veggie friends. What an honor.
Oh, I'm going to take your picture now, O'Brien. Take your picture.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yes, O'Brien?
What's the matter?
Well, you see, I know that being Pinwheel Pinup of the Week is a very great honor, but I'm afraid I must refuse unless my fruit and veggie friends are part of the picture, too. Now, as they say, where would I be without them?
Oh, that's no problem, is it, Smitty?
Oh, not at all. That's a good idea, O'Brien. You can all be Pinwheel Pinups of the Week.
Wonderful.
Okay, now, I'll get this now. 1, 2, 3, hold still. There!
Oh, that was
wonderful.
great. You all look terrific.
Thank you.
Now then, O'Brien, could you answer a few questions for me for our readers of the Daily Noodle?
Sure.
Sal, have you got something to write on?
No, I guess not, Smitty.
Oh, here, Smitty. Use my fancy veggie paper.
Well, thank you, O'Brien. That's great. Now then, could you tell me why are fruits and vegetables so important?
Oh, of course I can tell you. First of all, they're beautiful. And, let's see, well, they're healthy and nutritious, and they're also tasty and delicious.
And now, O'Brien, do you have some sort of a motto? I mean, in other words, words that you live by?
Why, yes, I do. Yes, a bit of philosophy I picked up from an old tomato friend of mine who always used to say, in the vegetable world, they sing an old ballad. If life is a garden, then heaven's a salad.
Oh, well, thanks a lot, O'Brien.
Well, you're welcome.
I've got to get this right back to the Daily Noodle.
Yes, bye. See you at the Daily Noodle, O'Brien. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Pinwheel Pinup.